Good morning everyone, Paula West here with a short explanation video on the assessment requirements for the unit BSBSUS501, Develop Workplace Policy and Procedures for Sustainability. In this unit, there are 4 elements that you will be assessed against. You will need to demonstrate that you will be able to develop workplace sustainability policy. You will then be able to communicate this workplace sustainability policy, then implement this workplace sustainability policy, and finally review the workplace sustainability policy. In this unit, we have 3 assessment tasks that you must complete. The first assessment task is based on theory, and there are 15 short answer questions that you need to be answering. And this is the theory behind the 3 pillars of sustainability and how you can plan and develop and implement a new policy within an organisation. So these are 15 theory questions that you can use your workbook that is supplied to you in the learning resources, plus further internet research that you might have to do. The second assessment is the main assessment in which you will actually develop a new policy. So let's have a look at this assessment task. In this assessment task, you are given a workplace scenario. So you are going to take on the role of the Sustainability Project Officer at a company called Tiny Opera Company. Now, in this assessment, you're required to consult with relevant stakeholders to develop a sustainability policy that is consistent with the organisation's approaches to sustainability and complies with legislative and regulatory requirements. Now, in this assessment document, you are given the case study, which details the guidelines that you need to use to help write a new policy. You need to review the business, including the sustainability policy. You then need to determine the shortfalls between the sustainability approaches and the practices required, and then you are to develop the sustainability policy to reflect the organisational requirements. So as you read through this document, all the information you require should be contained in this document. Now, there are different tasks within this assessment. The first task is you need to obviously review the description, the role description of the Sustainability Project Office, and then you need to read the case study carefully. Now, after you've reviewed the case study, you're going to then draft up a basic sustainability policy, and you are given a guideline as to how this can be set up in the appendix at the end of this document. Then the second task in this assessment is you need to actually set up a meeting with stakeholders. So you will need to find people that you can record a meeting with, about 2 to 3 people, and the meeting should be about 15 to 20 minutes in length. And in this meeting, you're going to communicate your new policy and why you think it should be implemented. And then you need to ask them for feedback. So before you attend this meeting or before you set up this meeting, you should develop a short feedback form, which each attendee needs to complete. And then you need to record this meeting for me. And then the third task in this assessment is you then just write up a consultation summary. So just explain to me how you went about explaining your policy to your stakeholders, and then you tell me the strategies that you're going to promote within the company to make the employees and maybe customers aware of the sustainability policy that you're going to implement. And the last task in this assessment is you're going to finalise the policy and procedure. So this would be a final copy that employees could use of your new sustainability policy. And as I said, all your assessment requirements is written out or laid out in this document. So you have the case study that you need to read, and then after the case study, you do have the position description, and that's your role that you will take in this assessment. Then the third assessment, so we'll just go back to the third assessment, is where you're going to review. So you're going to review the policy that you've introduced to your company, And again, all the information is in this document, in the assessment document, because you'll have an implementation plan and review. Let's have a look. A monitoring policy. But there is an appendix at the end of this document which allows you, which you can use to monitor. Oh, sorry. Let's get this up again. Here it is, third task. So you're going to develop the implementation plan and monitoring strategy, and this will be based on the sustainability policy that you developed in Assessment 2. And then you're going to give a report to the business manager which investigates the success of the policy and identify any improvements that need to be made to the policy that you have developed. Again, this carries on from Assessment Task 2. You're still in the Tiny Opera Company, and this is implementing your new policy. And all the instructions are here. I won't read word for word. You can do that yourself. But if you'll see here at the end of the document, you do have an appendix that you could use. So you've got your implementation plan. So please use that document for your implementation plan, and your monitoring strategy is Appendix 3. So that's just a short explanation video on the requirements for this unit. So you need to complete the 3 assessment requirements, and the assessment due dates are in the assessment drop box. So the first one is due on the 26th of May, the second assessment is due the 9th of June, and then the final assessment is due the 30th of June. Now please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any inquiries. My details are found under my teacher page, which is in Getting Started. Hopefully you've already seen that before. And there are my contact details and my hours that you may phone me. So best of luck with it, and I hope you are enjoying this unit. Thank you.